How y'all doing? I'm Joshua Wiley, and this video right here is entitled Urgent. The Pope meeting with U.S. Congress is the sign. This thought hit me the other day. Sometimes we could expect so many big dramatic things that we miss out on the true sign. And not only that, is that we could expect these dramatic things to happen, like boom, 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 and so much so that when they don't happen, we kind of get lackadaisical. Now, Josh, what do you mean? What I mean is there's so many videos. I know there's so many videos on YouTube that are speaking about that there's so many things that's supposed to go down September 23rd. And if they do, I hope you're prepared personally, you and your family. But beloved, the thing about that is, what the devil does with that is that if these dramatic events don't go down, like the big dramatic events like economic collapse and rainstorms and just, you know, all that movie type dramatic events, if it don't go down like that, the people are gonna get more numb to what's happening. I wonder if you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes the devil will use the drama of it all to numb you to what's really going on. Let me explain even deeper in layman's terms. Basically, if those dramatic events don't happen, like, oh, September 23rd, a financial collapse around the economy, well, if these dramatic events don't happen on September 23rd, then people will miss the true sign, and then they will become numb, as I could say. Then they will become more Jesus ain't coming back. All these conspiracy theorists talking about this and that. It's a waste of time. And that's why I say, just for the simple fact that the Pope is meeting with U.S. Congress, the first Pope, might I add, the first Pope to meet with the U.S. Congress, to address the U.S. Congress in United States history. Well, the first one to do it openly. I'm pretty sure there have been many to do it privately, because the majority of our government is Catholic. And now the majority of our Supreme Court is Catholic. So, beloved, but what this video was a concern of is basically like crying wolf. It's basically like the crying wolf syndrome. The devil, he doesn't mind, he doesn't mind with all of the videos and everybody saying, oh, all this dramatic stuff is gonna happen, all of this stuff is gonna happen, it's going down September 23rd. And when it doesn't go down, the people are gonna be like, oh, man, ain't nothing really happening. Dude always talking crazy, and miss out on the real catastrophic event that is taking place. The Pope meeting in Philadelphia and addressing our Congress. Beloved, our Bible tells us, and I'm gonna get deeper into it. In the series that I'm doing. Pope Francis meeting foretold. All of this is foretold in Revelation. Revelation 13. And my next video is going to be part 3. Part 2 is about probation closing, but part 3 I'm going to get back to explaining Revelation 13, because there are many people who honestly don't know Revelation 13, and there are those who do know it. But you never know. You might learn something new. God has already showed me something new that I can't wait to share about Revelation 13. But anyway, beloved, it hit me like a ton of bricks, though, while I was sitting here thinking about everything. And I know it was nothing but the Holy Spirit. It's like a little voice said to me, Josh, when nothing dramatic happens like others are expecting, more people are going to just set the gospel aside. More people are gonna think like, oh, they're so crazy. They always talking about this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. Man, ain't none of that gonna happen. Because I wonder why. Have you ever wondered why when you listen to prophecy or when you read prophecy, you always hear that all of these things happen, but the people remain the same? Beloved, and because of that thought that the people remain the same, I've often asked God, why do the people remain the same? Ever since I was little, like, why do they remain the same? And it hits me, not only are we bombarded with entertainment from all areas as the distraction to keep our minds off of what's really right here in front of us going on. It's like that's what the movie The Matrix was about, is to keep your minds caught up in the Matrix. And I'm just talking about the first one. All the other ones, no telling. They were just a little also, but that's what it was about. Everybody being hooked into the machine, caught up in the Matrix, and their minds are not in reality what's really going on around them. And not only is that the reason, but also the reason is because of the false flags, because of the dramatics, the cinematics of it all. Because of the cinematics of it all, people become numb to Bible and prophecy and what's really going on. Hey, stop chewing on the seat. Y'all gotta excuse me. I just got a new dog. She's a little feisty one. Likes to chew on things y'all already know. But anyway, because of the cinematics of it all, and beloved, it is so common. That's going to be one of the main reasons why people are going to be numb, because they're going to be like, oh, didn't you say that about the Mayan calendar and this and that? But that stuff isn't Bible. But this is. And just for the simple fact of him meeting with the United States government, see right there, him meeting and addressing our Congress is catastrophic in itself. Right now, as far as since January 1st, I think it was 2012, since January 1st, 2012, the earth has had more natural disasters than history. Beloved, our earth has had more natural disasters happen around the globe than in all of history. So you want to look for catastrophic events happening, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Things are, just on, and I know because my birthday is New Year's. I'm a New Year's baby. I remember waking up January 2nd and looking at the news, and all of these animals and things were popping up dead all over the globe. All over the globe. Thousands of red crabs here. Birds, black birds falling out the sky in Kentucky like rain. Walruses, thousands of them popping up dead here. All in one time, and it is not stopped. It is not stopped, from earthquakes to landslides. So the catastrophic events are happening, but we're so caught up in TV drama, and the devil has geniusly played it that way for everything for when TV, everything happens just boom, 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 boom. You're like, oh, it's time, Lord, help me, save me. Because everything just boom, 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 boom. No, but in real life, because God is so merciful, God is sending everything is happening with spaces in between, spaces and time for us to get right. But because we're used to looking at that TV screen, these screens behind me, because we're used to looking at these and being involved in these, we wait on the cinematics of it all. We want the instant cinematics of it all. And beloved, beware of the instant cinematics of it all, that when major economic collapses and things don't happen in 2013, September 23, that when those things don't happen, be like, man, because you can still have a want and desire, but even a little piece of you will become more numb to Bible prophecy and things of that nature. Beloved, why is the Catholic Church meeting with our government so potent? Well, you gotta wait till the next video. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm gonna break into it real quick. Because look, the Catholic Church for 1,200 years, the Roman Catholic Church, and again I stress this, I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the system. The Roman Catholic Church ruled the known world, dominated the known world. Back then we're talking about Europe, Middle East, and those lands dominated. And you might say, well, what about Muslims? The Muslim religion is a Catholic-made religion. Look up Fatima and the not the differences, but what am I looking for? The things that the Catholic Church and Muslim religion has in common, the same. Did you know that Muhammad's wife, Muhammad, who started the Muslim religion, his wife was Catholic. She funded him. He did not have a job. She was rich. She funded him to go around the area teaching things of that nature. But anyway, I don't want to take from it, from the point I'm trying to make is, when the Catholic Church for 1200 years, which we know as the Dark Ages, when they ruled by religious persecution, inventing the Spanish Inquisition, this is when Jesuits came about. I call them the pit bulls of the Catholic Church, because they believe that the ends justify the means. Basically what they're saying is, it doesn't matter what it takes to reach this goal. If we gotta kill, steal, rob, and destroy, as long as we reach this goal, it's all right. And it's like Castro said one time, behind every war has been a Jesuit. They also believe order out of chaos. That's why they caused 9/11 to happen. You cause the chaos, now we can come in and dispense the order. Is that not what we saw happening? They wanted the oil. They because the American dollar was losing weight in Iraq, Afghanistan, in these countries, even in Libya with Muammar Gaddafi. They were coming out with their own country going away. Their own currency going away from the American dollar. So let's create chaos so we can come in and dispense order. Order out of chaos. But anyway, so Revelation tells us that this beast, this Roman Catholic Church, this beast who once ruled for 1200 years, is wounded. She falls. Like I say, General Berthier of Napoleon's army. Napoleon sent him right in the Vatican, Italy. The beast is wounded. She's wounded. But we're told that her deadly wound heals. Her deadly wounds heals. And it's been healing. In 1929 was the start of the heal. That's when Mussolini gave the Pope and the Catholic Church back its dominance as a political power. In 1929 by Mussolini. Please Google these things before you say, oh, Josh, you don't know what you're talking about. It is no secret. Our country, United States, was founded because people were trying to get away from the Catholic Church. The Pilgrims were seeking religious freedom because their people were being burned at the stake, buried alive, tortured in dungeons. This is not a fairy tale. This is the truth. These are facts. These are facts. But anyway, like Revelation 13 tells us, this beast was wounded in 1798, but its deadly wound was healed in 1929, and that's when it started to heal, and it's still been healing, and now it's healed back all the way. How do we know this? Revelation 11 tells us of another beast coming up on the scene. This is America. This other beast will give power back to the first beast. When Pope Francis, for instance, how was power given back to the first beast? When Pope Francis first became Pope, our president, Barack Obama, hailed him, and Time Magazine and the United Nations hailed him as the religious leader of the known world. That's right. They said Pope Francis, who was a Jesuit, who were once, the Jesuits were once outlawed and banned through the whole world. Back when people didn't have all these distractions and they actually kept their ear to the ground on what was going on and things of that nature. Just Google what just a couple of our old presidents. I think what's his name? Not Sam Adams. I want to say, is it Adams or Madison? What he says about the Jesuits, or what Abraham Lincoln said about the Jesuits, or how they were banned from Europe and kicked out of every country they were in. Why? Because they actually knew their history and knew what these men were up to. But now we have one who's deemed as the religious leader of the world, which shows why, or where we're at historically, why that we're a group of people who don't study, don't read. We eat whatever they give us. We don't read for ourselves. It's a tragedy. It is tragic. I make light of it, but it's sad. It's sad. It truly is. But anyway, Revelation 11 also tells that this second beast who comes on the scene gives power back to the first beast. And like I said, by hailing him as the religious leader of the known world, and now he's addressing our Congress. Beloved, the Bible also tells us later on in Revelation 13 that an image is going to be made again. An image is going to be erected again. This image of religious persecution. See, they're subtly calling it the Lord's Day when he's going to try to make everybody worship on the same day. And most of you who might go to church on Sunday be like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Well, what if they made the day Tuesday? Oh, no, you can't make me worship on Tuesday. See, it'll be way different. But because you worship on Sunday, you're like, oh, there's no big deal about that. Beloved, religious persecution is religious persecution. You know? If they're going to try to make you, they're going to say, so people like me, who's a Seventh-day Adventist, who goes to church on Saturday, the original Sabbath that the Catholic Church did not change, could not change, can't change a day, you know, they're going to say, so when they're locking us up, things of that nature, even Sunday keepers who start to see the atrocities that's going on, like, hey, man, y'all are wrong, click, 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 you're going, you know. So when these things are happening, they're going to make an image of religious persecution, and religious intolerance will be set up again. This is why he's addressing our government, and they're calling it, oh, family day, you know. Oh, you need time off, and this is for your family. So how about let's make a law forcing everyone to worship on the same day. Why? Because there's so many tragic things going on around the world, and this is what we need. We need to return back to God. So if we can make a day for everybody to go to church and worship, see, it sounds good, but you're still dictating the conscience. You're still forcing worship. And that's what these FEMA camps are for, these concentration camps, things of that nature. That's what the NDAA was made for. So when things pop off, teachers like me and others who teach the word, they're going to try and round up and get away with us indefinitely. You know, that's what the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA, you don't get a trial, you don't get a lawyer. They ain't even got to tell your family, your people's where you at. They basically can kill you and just say, oh, you up in the hills somewhere. Or they ain't even got to say you up in the hills. They just say he's locked up. Don't worry about where he's at. And you're locked up indefinitely the rest of your life without a trial, without a lawyer, without a cause. Beloved, let's wake up. So basically back to the title. One of the clever tactics of the devil is over dramatization. And that's what this video is for, is warning you. Don't become numb when the semantics, when I say semantics, I mean like the cinema and the dramatics of everything, boom, 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 and in a couple of hours, everybody's on the screen around the world. Oh, what's happening? No. So when these things don't happen, don't become numb and think that, we're not really at the last days. Don't become at ease in Zion. You know, the Bible says, woe to those who are at ease in Zion. Well, how did they become at ease? Because when the drama, when the dramatics didn't happen, they kicked back. We're good. I ain't listening to Josh old conspiracy theorists. I ain't listening to them people no more. They don't really know what they talking about. We're good. Beloved, do not become at ease in Zion when things don't go like the cinema, like the movies. Because just him meeting with our Congress and our government alone is enough. That is humongous. And like I said, the natural disasters and things, everything that's going on around this world, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Now, she wants to get on camera. Let me flash her. Let's see if I can. I don't know if you can see her. Look, now she dips. Ain't that something? Y'all have a good one.